What's up, YouTube? Back at it again with another UFC prediction video. In the last two events, I have done pretty well. Out of the 28 fights, I've only lost 5. UFC 323 looks like a banger, so let's dive right into it. With the early prelims, I'm just going to go off the money line, maybe give you a method of victory. Let's have some fun. In this first matchup, I think I'm gonna go Santos. Could go either way. Bunch of trash cans. There's a reason this is the first fight of the night. Malik by KO. Malik moneyline. He's a huge favorite, I believe. In this one, I think Io, uh, Ibo. They both were on the contenders. I think they debut matchup. The momentum is on this side. I'm gonna go with a slightly younger fighter. 2 years of age. Now, Edson Barbosa, talking about old fighters, he's 39 years of age. He's getting a little slower, but he is elite with the striking. If you want to watch some great knockouts, look up Edson Barbosa um, highlight reels. Now, my cat wants to say hey, and he is backing Jalen Turner with me, so we both are going with Jalen Turner money line. Now, if you also want to see some good striking, you can also look at Jalen Turner's highlights, but he's also a killer skater, man. This guy has a bag of tricks. And if you know me, you know I like to shred the board. Marvin versus Bruno. Now, this fight is going to be a clash of styles, as people have been saying. Marvin, never been knocked down in UFC, has fought top 5 people probably, for most of his career. I mean, this guy kind of became one of the top middleweights pretty fast, and he's just been consistently kind of ranked. He's fought for the belt, I think, once, and he's just been kind of in been consistently good. But recently, he's been kind of shoddy, if hit or miss. Um, his opponent Bruno, 14-2. The level of competition is totally flipped. Bruno's been fighting a lot of up and comers. He's been climbing, using momentum on his side. I've been talking about this fight for way too long. I'm gonna go Marvin. I don't think Bruno's gonna be able to knock him out. I think Bruno's gonna get gassed, and I think Marvin's either gonna get a finish for himself or get a unanimous victory on the scorecard. Prelims. Um, I'm gonna go Zim. Fierce. I think that's how you say his name. A killer knee in his last fight. This guy could get the sub, Nazim, but I think if somebody wanted to play his points with a 3.5 spread, that wouldn't be a bad idea. If he stills around and goes to decision, I think that can easily cash. It might be a split. Could be a competitive fight, but I think if someone's gonna get a finish, um, it's gonna be a sub on this side or a knockout on this side. But I think if he can just get the grappling to a bare minimum, he should be able to get a decision. Macy Barber versus Green Silva. Now Macy is kind of a fan favorite. A lot of people like her. Green Silva, a Brazilian that's really big for the weight class. For a flyweight, she looks huge. Macy Barber is always down to fight. She's had some violent scraps. I think the health things recently have been a concern for a lot of people. I'm surprised that she's actually favored in this matchup. Green Silva probably would be a decent dog. If you want to bet the under, which I wouldn't recommend in most women's MMA, this would be potentially a fight that could happen. If it does happen, we're gonna have to see how Macy looks on the weight scales and if she actually makes weight. I believe she had to pull out her last fight against Erin Blanchfield because she had a seizure, or something like that. So her health condition is kind of a red flag. But if I had to go, money line, I'm gonna go who I like personally like better, which is Macy Barber. If she comes, makes weight, I feel like this can be a good 3-round fight for her. Potentially she can get scrappy. Just kind of come in with a game plan, and I think she should be able to win. Terrence McKinney versus Chris Duncan. This is another great matchup. I mean, Dana cooked with this card. I'm telling you, UFC 323 is fire. Terrence McKinney, dog, I believe in this matchup. Chris Duncan's very durable, 14-2, 17-7. The under would be a great bet in this fight, but I think if you wanted to go money line and you were trying to chase some dogs, these next two dogs are very valid. Terrence McKinney, somebody I personally like, so I'm personally going to back him. This might, be a card where I don't have as many as a great record, but I think the ROI is really going to help with this because I'm going to pick a lot of these plus money fighters. Terrence McKinney, valid for a finish. If not, I mean, he could still a couple rounds, get the momentum. I feel like the crowd's going to be really engaged in this fight, and it's going to be a violent matchup. Now, Grant Dawson versus Torres. Grant Dawson, he's going to look to grapple like he does in every fight. If he gets this to the ground, he can get a sub, and it can be definitely going under 1.5, under 2.5 rounds. Manuel Torres, he can easily get the KO in first round. I mean, Grant Dawson, we saw him get knocked out by Bobby Green, and I think that fight wasn't too long ago. It was a couple years ago, but that chin was cracked, and Torres has electric hands. He's going to come out there. It's going to be electric first round. If Grant's going to be able to grapple him, he's going to do it quick. If not, it's going to be a long night for him, and he might get finished. Either way, both fighters have a clear method of victory and a game plan. So we're just going to see how this clash matchups happens. I'm going to go another dog, Manuel Torres, to get the knockout because I just think he's more exciting fighter than Grant Dawson. And if Bobby Green, King Green, can get that chin, so can Torres. Uh, move on to the main card. Now the main card's fire, dude. Jan, previous champion of light heavyweight. He's a little older. I think he's 40, 42. Jeez, versus a 33-year-old Russian that's been knocking a lot of people out. I think this fight is gonna be a fire matchup. A lot of fireworks off the gloves, and I think Jan is gonna show us a reason why there's levels to this. I think Brogdon is good. I think this is gonna be a type of two steps forward, and then this is a step back. I think he can move and grow through this and learn from it. But Jan, another dog barking by decision. Henry Cejudo, he could get a knockout though. Henry Cejudo versus Payne Talbot. I mean, okay, you've seen me pick how many dogs in a row, and I am very tempted to pick this one. Henry Cejudo, Olympic wrestler, flyweight champion, bantamweight champion. Triple C is his nickname because he just gets gold. Payne Talbot, Frank Ocean's boyfriend, a very no joke, they are dating, I think. Look it up. A very exciting up and comer. Gets a lot of finishes, but just 2 fights ago, he fought Lima, and then before that, he fought this guy who is, I forget his name, but he's this old Brazilian guy, and he got grappled. He got killed. Um, the guy's good, but he's not a double champ good. He's not an Olympic wrestler good at grappling. So if Henry Cejudo comes out there, this can be like Buckley versus Usman, where we just see somebody who was a champion show us that there are levels to this. So I'm actually gonna go and back Henry Cejudo, but if he gets knocked out, I'm not going to be surprised because Payne could definitely find a right cross right down the middle when Henry tries to go in, and it can look like, Sterling versus Sean O'Malley because there's a huge size difference. But I think Henry Cejudo is going to be able to get that karate style in and out and find a double leg. There's only 3 rounds. He can win 2 of them. Henry Cejudo by decision. Brandon Moreno versus Tatsuro. Tatsuro, crazy good grappler, I think. Crazy good fighter overall, but I think Brandon's better on the feet. 17-1, he's only lost once. I think Brandon can do enough to win this fight. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but Brandon Moreno will win money line against this guy. So it actually will happen via decision. He's gonna just ease out a very, very close split decision. Um, I gotta go with him, man. Another champion, right? Like you see a trend now. You see a trend. Now, unfortunately, the dogs stop here. Uh, Joshua Van trying to become the youngest UFC champion ever, and Pantoja has just been on a tear. I mean, he's been subbing guys, finishing guys, outclassing them completely, winning every scorecard, every round almost. I mean, I can't think of the last time I remember this guy losing a round, which is insane. So I'm gonna just go and still. Pantoja. Joshua Van's gonna make this fight exciting. If he does win, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm gonna be like, okay, we have the new youngest UFC champion ever, and I'm gonna be very happy for him because I'm a huge fan of Joshua Van. It's just I just don't think he has enough in the tank to really go to war with somebody like Pantoja. I mean, I'm not saying that his cardio is like an issue. I'm just saying the skill set and the experience is not there. He's actually kind of just just a little early. I feel like he's not quite in his peak, and I think he's gonna be one of those guys that tries to get a title fight, loses, comes back, and then becomes the champion. Merab versus Peter Yan. Last fight of the night. This video is going a little longer than I've wanted it to, so I'm gonna try to hurry up and make this simple. Merab is a machine. Merab is fought in 4 times this year. I mean, this is the 4th time he's fighting. Peter Yan can win. Peter Yan was a champion like these other dogs. I mean, value-wise, he is the best bang for the buck, but I think Merab, unless he does something like stupid, or unless Peter Yan comes and just shows us that he is not going to get taken down and he turns into Jose Aldo and just doesn't let up a takedown and stuffs like 40 legs or double legs, I don't think he has a chance, unfortunately. I want Peter Yan to win. I want Merab to lose. I'm not a Merab hater, but unfortunately, I don't think he's gonna lose. And for my prediction, I'm gonna put Merab by decision. So we got Merab money line, Pantoja money line, Brandon money line, Henry money line, Jan money line, Torres money line, Terrence money line, Barber money line, Zaheem money line, Marvin money line, Turner money line, Iowa money line. I am butchering these names. Malik money line and Santos money line. Give me your comment on your favorite fighter, your favorite pick, and your favorite fight for this card. And leave a like, comment, subscribe, and buckle up because the train is not stopping. I just wanted to make a quick shout out. Thank you everybody for 100 subs. That is sick. Road to 1,000 starts now.